Hello there, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a pink Victorian home. It will be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. There's also an office and a backyard and like a living room, kitchen, dining room, things like that. There's also a bit of a front yard with some extra space as well if you wanted to add some like extra decor, things like that. This took me a while. It took me a full day to build. I was finishing building it today. And in the midst of all this, let me just say, while this was happening, that's when that patch happened, and I couldn't get into the game because it said that you had an required update before you can play. And I started freaking out, both internally and on social media. I even like made a community post if you wanted to look at it, just to see what people were saying. Asking people like if they also had the same thing on the EA app because I was so worried that this was like a glitch or maybe someone hacked the EA app and was like trying to add malware, which I know is ridiculous, but I would believe that before believing that the current Sims team would pay any attention to the Sims 3 and give it an update. I'm sorry. Like I genuinely was so confused. Like the last time that we got a real update for PC, I think was like 2015 for this game. Like they literally felt like they were abandoning it. Like they never mention it. Even when they mentioned the Sims like franchise, they like never really mentioned the Sims 3. So I was so surprised seeing that update required notification when I went to go back into the game to finish building. But yeah, while that happened, in case anyone else had to do it and they're wondering what's going on, if it did affect them, I don't know. Some people were saying that it for the Lazy Duchess patch that it broke it and they had to reinstall it. From what I've noticed, that didn't happen for me, but what it did break or like make not work anymore was my lighting mod and cloud default replacements. So in the midst of recording this, when I was finishing it, the lighting changes towards the end. Thankfully, I was doing more interior, so you didn't fully see it. I was like, why is my game seem darker? I was like, are my lighting mods not working? What's going on? And I was like so nervous, but I wanted to finish building, so I did that first, and then I went back into the game later on and tested it. And then I was like, wait a second, what's going on with my lighting and my clouds? Because these clouds look like they're EA clouds. So I went back to like those mods that I had, and then I deleted the old files, reinstalled them from like the creators page, like download pages, plopped them back in my game, went into a fresh save, and lo and behold, my lighting was back. And then I went back into this save to do the tour of the, like, I'm going to do a video tour, by the way. But to do the tour, and the lighting was back to what it was with my mods. So that fixed it. So it must have broke them when updating, which I was really silly and didn't think about, but I kept my mods folder in when I did this update. I don't know what I was thinking. I removed all of my saves though, so I did that at least, but I didn't take out my mods folder, which was really silly of me. I don't know what happened there. I think I was just freaking out from when it was going on, so I forgot to do that part. So that's my mistake. Hopefully the rest of my mods aren't broken. I don't have to re-download them because I will literally cry because I have so many. My mods folder is 4 gigabytes big, so yeah, but yeah, so you'll see in this video, I will say the lighting changes for at some point towards the end of it when I'm doing some of the building, like on like the backyard and stuff, and interior wise, because my lighting mod wasn't working. But yeah, so like this video says, it is a Victorian home. Victorian homes are they're so unique. They're so difficult to build. Every single one is just like a different style, shape, everything. Like I don't think I've seen a single Victorian home look the same. I did find a video that gave me inspiration to build this, but I didn't like take it from like piece by piece, but I use it more so for the roofing, because the roofing on Victorian homes are so all over the place. Like I don't even like in the Sims, building in the Sims 3 as well, like with roofs is very difficult already. So trying to replicate like Victorian style roofs really gets me like anxious because I'm like trying to figure out what to do. And sometimes you just need a reference photo to figure out, even just to understand how you're doing on your own build, even if it's a different shape. So it did help me out, I would say. Wallpaper wise, I will say I used some store content in this build. The stairs in particular, they are store stairs because I love that L-shaped staircase, and it works beautifully, I think, with this type of build style. But the wallpaper for the majority of the house is a store wallpaper. I'm very sorry if you don't have this wallpaper. I'm pretty sure it's from Roaring Heights, though, if that's any way helpful. I don't know if it is, though. It could be from a different like thing, but it was next to the other Roaring Heights wallpapers, so I assumed it was one of those. So fingers crossed it's what it is, because if you have Roaring Heights and it is from there, then you'll have it in the build, if you do download this. But yeah, I didn't mention this yet, I don't think, but there's going to be a live video tour at the end of the video as opposed to the beginning, like I did in my ranch home build last time, because I feel like it just makes more sense. So stay tuned for that. I might put a sort of like marker thing on the video to tag where the spots are in case you wanted to skip to that, you know, and you don't want to hear me ramble. But it's nice to listen to a nice ramble sometimes, right? I mean, if you're into that. But so there'll be like a live tour, but this one is also only partially furnished because I've not been in the mood to fully furnish these houses. I've just been in the mood to build the buildings themselves and kind of get the story started, but I haven't been in the mood to fully furnish them. So I'm sorry if that's what you like to download, but I mean, hey, I fully furnish a couple of the rooms. I just don't do it for every room. All the bathrooms are furnished though, you know? So at least there's that. I also do the office space I fully furnish. There is some store items in there, like a chess table though. And I think maybe one more thing, like a chair. I think, and then that's it. And then the wallpaper. But then I also do the living room, and then also like the foyer where the staircase is, I fully decorate. And then I do, for the most part, decorate the kitchen. I don't add too much clutter in it, but I give it all the necessities and I decorate it a bit. And the dining room, which I think is like showing now, there I do like the dining room and stuff, and I kind of finish it on like this speed build as well. And I think that's it. And then I do the backyard. The backyard, I add some stuff. I add a store object, but it's the tea set from the brunch at the old mill. I love that tea set. It's so cute, and I think it's perfect for an outdoor garden, especially for like a Victorian styled home. And I think that it like adds to the charm of that, you know what I mean? So I thought that was cute, so I add that in, and I think that's it. But let's talk about this patch really quick. Okay, let's go back to this patch that they did today. Now, I was freaking out. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I was freaking out internally when that patch first happened because I had no idea what was going on, like I mentioned. And if you look at my community tab from today on my channel, I actually asked if anyone else had this update, if they were using the EA app. And I don't know if anyone said they had it, but I did have some people reach out to me on like Twitter, and they said they also had it, and then they eventually confirmed and showed me a post that was saying like in some kind of note I guess someone found with the update that it was for the Lake Alder patch that happened with Intel, and that they were finally making like the newer Intel computers make the game usable, and that it would recognize the game since they were such new computers. So it's great that they're doing that, but it makes you beg the question, why are they doing this 5 years later? I mean, they haven't updated this game since 2015. That was the last patch they gave, like the 1.69 patch, which is what I was on. And it just begs the question, why now? Like, it makes me wonder, does it have anything to do with the 25th anniversary that's coming up just like tomorrow? I think they're going to be mentioning it on the Behind the Sims like summit thing that they do with the Sims 4. So they're probably going to do a Sims 4 roadmap, and I will say, I still play The Sims 4. I'm not a complete Sims 4 hater. I don't despise the game. I just despise what it could have been and that it's not. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that it is what it is and what it could have been, and that's not what it could have been. So I kind of like that love-hate relationship because I love The Sims as a whole, and I do love some aspects of The Sims 4 when it comes to certain things that are easier to do, more representation and things like that. And that stuff I feel is very nice. I just wish we had all the other stuff that The Sims 3 offered that made it such a brand new and like innovative game, like open world and obviously creative style and, you know, cars and other things like that. Like there's a whole list, but the list goes on. But I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I go off into so many tangents when I talk that I forget what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it begs the question, like, what is it going, does this have anything to do with it, or was it just like a random thing they added as like a ha ha ha, here you go, here's that, we pity you, here's an update for this so you can actually play it on your computer without a mod, you know, to fix it. I don't know, but it's just like so random, right? So it makes you wonder if it's that. I saw one theory online, someone say that it's so they can't claim that this is abandonware, so that people can just like upload the game anywhere, like, you know, because they sell it for a lot of money online still, whether it's on Steam or the EA app, and they don't really do like any type of sale or discount for it except for when there's actual sales going on, and the game is still at full price pretty much when there's no sale going on. So it might be something to do with that. It might just be EA's greed at hand. I don't know. Like, that was like one of the questions thrown out there, so I don't really know the answer. But it does make you curious, you know what I mean? I am curious what's going to be in this behind the Sims thing tomorrow. I think this video I'm going to have released the night before. So it's going to be pretty close to when it happens. Because it's going to be only probably like 12 hours before or something like that. Or maybe a little more. But, yeah, because I'm curious. Like, the only thing I really want in The Sims 4 is, like, a hotel's expansion. Mind you, I used to work for a hotel, so I hate, like, working for a hotel. But I love it in The Sims because it's not me actually having to worry and stress. It's just my Sims doing it. And I love them going on vacations to hotels. And I think that The Sims 4 could really use a resort system like The Sims 3 had. So that's, like, one of my things. I also wanted fairies, but I don't know if we're ever going to get that because we haven't had a game pack for them in, like, 2 years since Werewolves came out. So that's another thing. But, yeah, I'm curious because I know there were leaked kits. One of them kind of intrigued me with, like, the secret Narnia looking, like, office room. I kind of was intrigued by that. And, I think that was it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I still get excited, I think, for packs for The Sims 4 sometimes when they're announced, just because it is Sims content, even though it's Sims 4. It still just excites me because I like getting new Sims content. You know what I mean? Am I the only one like that? I don't know. I'm just because I'm a simmer. I'm a simmer at heart, so that's I get excited. But yeah. Anyway, this build is going to be over soon. I'm doing like the backyard, but this video is almost over. I will be going into the live tour portion soon of the video, so stay tuned for that if you wanted to watch that. I'm going to show like the exterior and the interior, and don't worry, by the time that part happens, my lighting mod will be fixed, so it will look prettier again, and you can actually see what's happening. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to download this, there will be a link in my video description. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it's going to be through my Patreon, free, like it's a free Patreon always. You can be a free member if you want to join to get updates when I post more builds, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up as well, and to subscribe if you haven't already to see more of my content. Hope you enjoy the live thing if you stay for that, and take care. Bye. Here we are, the build in its final form, or for what I am done doing, because this was taking so long and I no longer wanted to furnish it. But I am really pleased with how this came out. Honestly, I think this is the best, at least exterior looking, Victorian styled home I've ever built in The Sims 3, or in The Sims like in general. But I really am pleased with how this looks. I love the colors on the outside. I love the scenery and the landscaping. I love how I did the different like shaping and stuff. I did get some inspiration, which I probably mentioned already in the speed build, but yeah, I don't know, this is really, I just really think it looks great. And thankfully, since my mods are working again after reinstalling them, the lighting looks fantastic, and it's in the form that I wanted it to be in. So let's take a look at it from like each angle. So this is the front of the house when your sim is going to the front porch and is going to enter the home. I think it looks so good. Let's get out of this form quick. Now this person, they're not in this house, but I'm going to open it with the NROS cheat. But I just wanted to show what the house looked like on the outside first. This is the side of the home. So we have these like really big like window things here. I forget, like the book, like the little nook sort of windows. I forget what they're called, like the bayside windows. I love those. And this has like its own little like kind of like pop out extension here. And I really like these little roofing pieces and things like that. I think it looks so cute. Let's just go to the backyard really quick. Not much going on in it. Can't really do anything about the fact that these kind of look like they're floating. That's just how they are in The Sims 3. But I put the moon dial for some reason. I don't know why I did that. I just figured it kind of went with the house. So that's that. And then this is the back porch. And the only way to get to it is through this door. So if you were like a guest or something, or someone's walking by, they cannot enter your Sim's home unless you decide to put another type of fence or gate. But that's besides the point. And yeah, this is what it looks like from this angle. I think the roofing and everything looks good with the trees and stuff. I just think it's really cute, and yeah, I'm really pleased. Like I keep saying it, but I'm pleased with how this came out. Now let's look at the first floor. So, okay, so in the speed build you probably saw, I did not do anything with this entryway / hallway. Didn't have the time or energy to do it. So it has wallpaper. This is this sort of like, I guess also like staircase, hallway, foyer sort of thing in its finished form from what I'm done doing for this build. And again, this is how you enter to get to the back porch. And this has, I liked these rugs. I think they look really cute. We have the fireplace and everything. I love the staircase that's from the store. This is, I guess you could say, the living room and like the den or whatever you want to call it. No technology in this build because I did want to give the vibe of like the Victorian vibe for it, or like Gilded Age or whatever you would like to call this, but yeah, I just wanted to go with simplistic but also elegant sort of look. And there's a bathroom in here, so this is one of the full bathrooms. And then you have the kitchen over here. Again, it has all the appliances and cabinetry, and it has another fireplace and some seating, but there's no other extra stuff with it. Just a little bit of decor here and there. And then this is the full dining room where you have a 6-seating table. Then upstairs, of course, so most of this is empty. Like I said, it's going to be, you know, pretty minimal in the decorating department, but this is the full decorated bathroom. I think it looks really nice. I like the colors. This is supposed to be like the big bedroom here. So this is, the other bathroom is attached to this bedroom here, and this is the office space, or like the little like home library. And you can do, you can play chess here and read books. And if you do get some kind of thing, I have a custom typewriter. I probably would place it in this type of build and it would work as a computer. And then again, these are bedrooms here. So there's 2 bedrooms on this side, either side. Then we have this one, so it's really 3. You could always make this a 4th bedroom if you wanted to. And yeah, then this is again like another big hallway here. Could put plenty of stuff here. You can put some kind of fun game here, something more seating or something to entertain guests, whatever you want. And it does overlook sort of slightly over in the living room area, which I thought was really cool. So yeah, that is literally the house in its finished form. This is what I'm going to be releasing. There will be, again, like I mentioned, the Patreon link in my video description, and that's how you'll be able to download the package file. And that's pretty much it. I hope that you enjoy this build as much as I enjoy it. I think it's so pretty. I definitely, like, when I'm going to use a Victorian home for my Sims, I'm definitely going to try out using this house. I'm so excited to use it. It's so pretty. I'm actually so proud of it. Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to see more. I hope to see you in the next one, and take care. Bye.